Hey everyone, Carl with Littleroot Laddering, bringing back a new team. Like I said last time, I'm trying to get through as many of these teams as possible before Players' Cup 3 qualifier starts next weekend. So we have another team here from Cooper. This is a very bulky-esque Clefairy Spectrier hyper-offensive team with a added little secret here of Prankster Thunderous. Not something you see very often. Most of the time you see it as a Defiant Mon. This one we're going to be Prankster with Volt Switch, Thunder Wave, Eerie Impulse, and Taunt. We're also pairing that with an old favorite of mine, Incineroar with Safety Goggles, Will-O-Wisp, Parting Shot, Fake Out, and Flare Blitz. We're trying to avoid being put to sleep. It's kind of just like a Venocall answer and an Amoonguss answer. There's a whole lot of just good things there. Clefairy is going to be our own redirection here to help protect our Spectrier, our Celesteela, and our Landorus when we need to. Protect, Follow Me, Helping Hand, and Moonblast with Eviolite means we are very bulky. Friend Guard helps increases our overall teammates' bulk. Helping Hand just helps pick ourselves KOs when we need them. Spectre here is got a little bit of a sweet tech here. We have Hex instead of Shadow Ball. So Hex becomes double damage when our target is statused, which we just sit there with Thunder Wave and Will-O-Wisp, and we can just Hex everything all day and deal massive amounts of damage, much more than Shadow Ball would deal. Hyper Beam is the strongest other move it gets, and then Mud Shot is for special defense boosts, and can also just help deal with Colossal and other problematic fire types and rock types that we have issues with. Landorus here is Scarf Lando Intimidate, so we get to do the double Intimidate thing with U-Turn, Earthquake, Rock Slide, and we're carrying Superpower instead of Fly. I think I like being locked into Superpower more than I like being in the Fly, so I feel like this is fine. To cover that flying coverage, we have Celesteela here with Weakness Policy, Protect, Leech Seed, Flash Cannon, Air Slash. I believe the Beast Boost will means we get to Special Attack Boost. So after our Weakness Policy and we get to pick up a KO, we go to +3 Special Attack, so it just snowballs out of control from there. So yeah, we're going to try this team out. I'm excited to try it out. I haven't really locked into anything hard set on P3 Players Cup 3 yet. I have a couple ideas that I want to do. A lot of them involve Incineroar, Spectrier, doing bulky things with a hyper offensive core. So this will probably give me some insight into probably what I want to do. But yeah, let's get into some of these games here. Let's get a couple in. Probably going to be able to hit 2 or 3. But we'll try to get as many as we possibly can. Alright, up against Maxi. This is a very obvious Tailwind Dracovish pair. There's also a Grimmsnarl Screens, a beat-up Justified strat with Lucario, which we can counter with this Clefairy. I wonder how powerful Clefairy Landorus actually, like a Clefairy Landorus lead or Clefairy Incineroar lead actually is. That's when they probably just bring the Braviary and mess us up. So, what if we were to play tricks on them? I wonder if we could bait them into swapping out this Thunderous. Swapping out away from this Thunderous, because that'd be cute. Spectre, I feel like, is our strongest priority here. Like, it's going to be our DMAX target. Incineroar or Landorus? Incineroar deals with Kartana, Whimsicott. Landorus hits Braviary. Can hit Lucario technically. Can hit Kartana with Superpower. It's also Choice Scarf. Celesteela's Airstreams hit a couple things. Not Lucario, but it hits Whimsicott. Also has Flash Cannon to hit Grimmsnarl. I think I like Landorus here. Yeah, we'll go with Landorus. Landorus gives us an Intimidator that's faster than hopefully this Dracovish if we need it to be. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Dracovish is an issue for sure. If it's Scarf and this is a Tailwind Braviary, it'll definitely be a problem. That is a Grimmsnarl Braviary. Yep. I wonder if this scares the Braviary away. We have Bolt Switch, Thunder Wave, Eerie Impulse, Taunt. Okay. So... I think we can... safely Moonblast. I'm expecting a taunt. We could also taunt their Braviary so it can't Tailwind. That'd be clever. Yeah, they went for that Tailwind probably. The jig is up. They know we have Prankster now. The jig is up. So I wonder if Braviary just Dynamaxes in front of this now. I honestly think I just Thunder Wave it. Like, now that I know they can't set Tailwind and be faster than me, I can just Thunder Wave it to where if it Dynamaxes, it becomes almost unusable half the time. There goes the Dynamax on this Braviary. Not surprised here. Yep. Big Braviary. A Thunder Wave you. Light Screen coming out from the Grimmsnarl. Airstream into the Fairy. It's going to deal a chunk. It's not going to take me out, though. Now they're +1. Gonna Moonblast into the Grimmsnarl. They've kind of shown their hand here, though. So I know that they're targeting the Clefairy. Do I have anything that resists that? That's not going to boost it? No. So what I think happens here is I just protect. And I Volt Switch off of the Grimmsnarl. And we hope that Braviary gets paralyzed this turn. Pop off this guy. Go into Spectrier. Yeah, that's what we wanted. It's no longer taunted, which is fine. I think... Yeah, I think we follow me and Max Quake into this Grimmsnarl. Like, once this Clefairy goes down, we get to bring back... we can bring out Landorus or Thundurus, and then hit the Braviary with the Spectre doubling into it and take it out. Like, we get the Helping Hand here. They're going to Thunder Wave our Spectre, which this is fine. Oh, we got paralyzed too. So they got to do the same thing to us, and they're paralyzed again. So this is what this game is going to be. It's going to be paralysis back and forth. I should have clicked Follow Me, probably. If I can get one KO here, the Spectre just takes off. All I need is one pickup on this Grimmsnarl. Yep, we got it off. Cool. They went for Play Rough, which was interesting. Play Rough is an interesting one. I'm not sure why they wouldn't just bring Spirit Break on it. Maybe there's a range that they're trying to get with Play Rough. I think Spirit Break's 80 and Play Rough's 90. So that makes sense. We get to see what else they have in the back. We haven't seen anything else on their team yet. Granted, they've only seen Thunderous, Inspector, and Clefairy on mine. So... opponent is thinking long and hard. Remember right, that's the dragon. Yep. Dracovish. So this is a follow me. And I almost think I have to max strike the Dracovish and hope I hit. If I'm paralyzed, it sucks, but I have to follow me here to redirect a Vicious Rend. Otherwise, Vicious Rend takes out my Spectrier. Like, this is fine. We didn't get paralysis on us, so we get to do this. Blow up the Dracovish. Braviary is going to get us Defiant boost, but hope it's paralyzed again? Doubtful. Very doubtful, but we can hope it is. The good news is most Braviaries carry Brave Bird, Close Combat, and what's the other one? Usually it's like Rock Slide. So the Braviary did half of its HP, which is perfectly fine. It's going to go to +4, but we are faster with both Pokemon on the field. So... Kartana. Okay. So yeah, I think Rock Slide into Thunder Wave is fine. Defiant boost, so it's going to go to +3 here. Kartana's at -1, which is good. So we're going to Thunder Wave this. And I could Superpower into the Kartana. That's going to make me weaker overall. I think I actually have to do Superpower. Yeah, I have to do Superpower. There's no other option there. I have to Scarf Superpower into this, oh, Kartana. It missed the Kartana. Oh well. I think Kartana still goes down here. It's close, okay. Hope that Braviary is paralyzed. This is gonna hurt. Ugh. Brave Bird, that sucks. Not getting the Thunder Wave on the Kartana there kinda sucks. Citrus Berries procced. They're gonna go to over half again. I need Kartana to go down here. Like, Kartana has to go down here, and I can't just sit there and Thunder Wave. Missing the Thunder Wave there was huge. It's like, if we get the Thunder Wave, Kartana has a chance of being paralyzed. Superpower gets to pick up... We get to Superpower into it again, maybe. Brave Bird's gonna... The Braviary does a lot, though. Braviary being a Defiant Mon is a big hindrance here. Kartana's faster than us. They did a chunk. Paralyzed. Yes. I just need to do that a couple more times. Let me take out this Kartana. You stay paralyzed while I take out this Kartana. Let's go do more than Sacred Sword because it's stab. But I think we picked up this Kartana. Yep. Stay paralyzed. Where was the crit last turn? Stay paralyzed. Close combat. Yep, we're dead. Oh, we're not dead! Okay. That's Barry. And they're -1 special defense now. If light screen ends, Volt Switch might pick up the KO. Light screen ends. Volt Switch might do it. If it doesn't do it this time and they're paralyzed, then we get another shot at this. Yes! Turned it around. Thunderous, Prankster Thunderous for the win. That was cool. Was not expecting to get out of that one like the way we did. I was definitely hoping that Landorus would pick up the KO there on the Kartana, but it didn't. But Thunderous there carried us on its back and took us to the end here. Could have brought in Incineroar instead of Landorus and probably would have fared a little bit better, having Flare Bit, Blitz, and then Volt Switch instead of having to go for a T-Wave. But we also would have probably eaten a Sacred Sword instead of a Leaf Blade that turn, and we would have been sad. Yeah. Live, learn, know it for next time. On to the next game. Okay. Daniel has Dragonite Goodra, Gastrodon, Lapras, Alolan Marowak, and Scrafty. No Defiant, so Landorus Incineroar can come in and do things. There's a chance that Dragonite is Inner Focus and has Weakness Policy. Could also be Multiscale. I don't have a good way of beating Dragonite out on its face, besides Moonblast from Clefairy, obviously. Goodra is in the same boat. It's very specially bulky, so it's not the greatest thing perspective, but Landorus can hit him hard. Landorus also hits Dragonite super effectively, I guess. Nothing hits this Gastrodon super effectively. Scrafty gets blown up by Clefairy. I can't do thunderous things with Marowak on the field. That just doesn't do anything. And Lapras is Lapras. I think we lead Lando, Clefairy. Celesteela resists all the dragon type attacks and doesn't care. Spectre's the one thing bulking up that might get it done, and I can't risk bringing Thunderous into this Alolan Marowak or this Gastrodon. It just doesn't do anything to either of them. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about any water, Storm Drain stuff off my team, but I do have to worry about Surf from Lapras boosting the Gastrodon. Okay, let's see here. This is going to be a close one again. Like the last one, this one's going to be probably really, really close. Dragonite Goodra. So, having Landorus and Clefairy here, it is multi-scale. That's what that tells me. I'm going to lock myself into Rock Slide here, and I'm just going to spam Follow Me. So, Dragonite is multi-scale. So, multi-scale means there's Scrafty for Intimidate on its own. That's fine. I should have Moonblasted that slot, honestly. Should have just expected it. But we'll know it for next time. See what this Dragonite's doing. If we get to see it at all. Weakness Policy Dragonite? Okay. So they went to +3 and -1, so it's +2. I'm expecting the Fake Out onto the Landorus, and then we're going to blow up the Landorus. So we're going to swap into Celesteela here. And I'm going to Moonblast the Scrafty slot. Yep. Called that one. Even at +3, that didn't do that much. +2. Even at +2, that didn't do that much. Scrafty goes almost down to that. I think I'm going to Leech Seed the Dragonite and click Protect on Clefairy on this turn. Actually, no. I think I'm just going to Air Slash the Scrafty and Protect Clefairy. They've shown that it's physical Dragonite, so Dragonite's physical moves are very limited. Most of the time they do stab, and then usually Iron Head to hit fairies, which if he's using dual Wing Beat to hit fairies, then he doesn't have Iron Head. Means he probably has Ice Punch or Fire, some kind of Elemental Punch. Here comes Goodra. Expecting a Leech Seed. Sorry, I planned for that. You're going to Dynamax the Dragonite now. Okay. Dragonite's going big. Maybe expecting a Protect here from the Clefairy. See if they can KO through it. They're at +2, so. Going just for damage on Celesteela. So that means they have Rock Slide. Well, joke's on you. I did not go for Leech Seed to give your Goodra an attack boost. However, I will do this. Yeah, this is fine. I will Leech Seed your Dragonite. I think I can Leech Seed the big ones. Can you Leech Seed big Pokemon? I can't remember. Max Airstream and Clefairy. I knew it was going to be some kind of speed boosting in this situation. They're at +1, +2 attack, +2 speed now. It has Fire Punch. That's a problem. That procs our Policy, which is good. We go from 15 to about 20 something, hopefully. 35. Swap in the Landorus. Get Intimidates off on everyone. I think the clever thing here is to max guard and go U-turn off of this Goodra. Go big Celesteela, max guard, get some more Leech Seed procs, get some extra HP here. Dynamax on Dragonite is ending this next turn. And the more I can swap into Landorus to reduce this Goodra's attack, the better. Yeah, they didn't swap, so I get another Leech Seed here, which is great. Airstream into Lando. It's going to hurt. We go down. Yeah. That's sad. You're not getting the Fire Punch here. Heal up off of this Dragonite some. now comes the bread and butter here. Spectre might be able to pick up this Goodra with a Hyper Beam. I don't expect Dragonite to stay in, honestly. I don't. I expect Dragonite to go out because Leech Seed, and I expect Goodra to stay in. So Airstream whatever's that slot and hit this Goodra as hard as we can. Hope, pray, that's what we're at right now. Goodra's at -1. We survived the last one, so the last Fire Punch. We might be able to survive it now. Dragonite's going to use Roost, that's fine. You can heal up a little bit, that's fine. If you're not wanting to swap the Dragonite out, that's fine. Hyper Beam. That did nowhere near enough. Survive the Fire Punch. We survive it at 36. Of course we get burnt. That's a problem. Dragonite goes to half. We are probably going to lose this one. Get to heal up off the Dragonite some. It's going to suck, though, because we're going back down to 44. The question is, am I faster at +1 than Goodra? Probably not, so I think I have to max guard again. I think I have to max guard because they're just going to double into Spectrier. Yeah. Missed the Spectrier. Darn. It's going to take out the Spectrier here. Oh, no it didn't. Never mind. Goodra also has Rock Slide. That is interesting. They're just like double Rock Slide. This is going to take out Spectrier though. Also no. Sand is done. We're going to get some more HP back from this Dragonite. It just sucks that we got burnt. If we weren't burnt, we were going to be in a real good spot. If we weren't burnt, we'd be in a real good spot right now. This Goodra's AV. Yeah, we're just going to go down in this Rock Slide here. Team just doesn't have a good way of dealing with dragons. Like, Lando getting one-shot by a max error was bad. I also misread what the lead was doing. They're just going to swap into Scrafty, proc their policy. I thought the Goodra might have had the policy. Goodra's got AV. Yeah, Sap Super, I knew that. That's a physical Goodra if I ever saw one. We didn't see anything else. We saw they had Scrafty. Scrafty was fake out, close combat, throat chop, thunder punch. They just don't like protect. Holy crap. Okay, they just don't respect protect strats. Also, love your hacked Pokemon there, bud. Appreciate it. Love all your hacked mons. Thanks. If you're gonna hack them, at least make it to where it's not obvious, you know. Anywho, this team is okay. It's not my cup of tea. It's very, very like wonky. Let's just go look at the team here again. Analyze what's going on here. Try to figure out how to better play with this team. So, the goals are very obvious, like on its face. You're hoping that they lead away that Thunder, to try and beat Defiant Thunderous, and you have Prankster Thunderous instead, which you get to take advantage of that with like Incineroar and Landorus, or Celesteela and Spectrier. Clefairy does its job really well. And when you do like Clefairy Spectrier things or Clefairy Lando things, it does this job very well. The big glaring issues I see is you have one thing that hits Dragon type super effectively. Otherwise, they just wall you. Like we saw earlier, Spectrier's Hyper Beam did 20%, 30% to a Goodra with AV. That's, like, I know it's especially bulky, but Spectrier has amazing special attack, even with Life Orb. It should have done a little bit more, I feel like, even if it wasn't stab. Landorus, the Scarf Landorus thing is out of style. Like, you can be fast, but there are ways to get faster than you now. Like, Scarf Lando was good before because Tailwind didn't automatically update speeds back then, so you're still turn 1 Landorus still got to do its thing before Tailwind set up and it was able to do its effect. Dynamic Speed now has kind of reduced Choice Scarf Landorus to just a forethought, a footnote on the Landorus history plates here. A lot of them are running AV now, which I don't think AV would have solved our problems there before, but it's just like being locked into one move over and over and over doesn't feel great, and having to hard swap out after the Rock Slide, realizing that, oh, it's weakness policy, I have to get out of here now. It just felt kind of bad. The other thing is Celesteela here. You have Flash Cannon, Air Slash, you have both stabs. Celesteela notably gets both grass and fire coverage as well. It helps beat up opposing Celesteelas and opposing Kartanas. It helps get through the bulky water types really well because you're just so bulky. Just things like that to think about, especially if you're wanting to play the long Stally game. Being able to hit other things, like hit coverage moves super effectively, is probably important. If I remember right, it gets Giga Drain too, which is super weird, but it's also an Ultra Beast, so what do you expect? The Prankster Thunderous was cool when you're not having your opponent run Dark types and or Lightning Rod Mon. Thunderous didn't get to do its thing. Both Thunderous is also kind of just like another one that's kind of gone out of style now. A lot of people are playing around Thunderous better. They're playing towards having good things that beat electric types. So Thunderous is probably on the low swing of its Series 7 run now, after having a really good showing the past 2 months. Yeah, this team is cool. It does cool things. It's just, it didn't feel cohesive. It felt like I have a bunch of good Mons, and if they have weird things, then we're in trouble. If they have pretty meta things that you can predict, then you probably have a very good time. That being said, make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications for when new videos go live. Leave a comment down below. We played with 2 of the 3 Genies today. I want to know what your favorite Genie is. Having played with all of them, I prefer... I actually have a soft spot for Thunderous. I believe it's Thunderous Therian. The weird mustache dude with Volt Absorb. I have a soft spot for it. It actually does really cool things. 145 base special attack is insane. So that's kind of one of my favorite ones right now, just like design wise and just like looking overall features. I know a lot of people despise Landorus Therian, just because of previous formats. Landorus honestly is actually a fairly balanced mon for this format. A million Pokemon get ice coverage now. Like we said before, Scarf doesn't do as much. Intimidate also means less in all these formats because there's more special attackers than we had probably back then. But that's probably going to change come restricted time. But yeah, make sure you follow us on Twitter at LR Lessons for the podcast, myself at musical_33, Carter at CarterNoble25. Make sure you can follow us on Twitch. We do random live streams for podcast episodes, do random streams for other things. We were doing stuff once a week, but work's kind of gotten in the way. Follow myself at twitch.tv/musical, and you can follow Carter at Mr. Missouri 25 at twitch.tv/Mr. Missouri 25. Make sure you come join the Discord. Draft League is getting started back up. We have finished so far 2 of the 4 drafts that we're doing. We have 2 more coming up tomorrow. They're not going to be public, unfortunately, but super excited to get that on its way, and that means more content for y'all to come and enjoy and watch. I have a whole setup I'm getting ready to do. We got other people commentating for us and covering matches and things like that. So I'm super excited to share all that with you when the time comes. But yeah, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at in the world, and we will see you all next week. Bye, guys.